Welcome guys, today I got top 10 best fighting games for mobile devices in 2024, so without further ado let's kick it off. Number 10. WWE Mayhem. WWE Mayhem is an arcade-style fighting game for iOS and Android mobile devices. The game features characters from the WWE, both past and present, as they battle each other in the ring. The game's easy to pick up and play with basic touch controls and constant character maintenance via leveling. Overall, WWE Mayhem takes all the fast-paced, adrenaline-fueled action of the squared circle and packs it into mobile devices with this arcade fighter. If you love wrestler games, you should check this out. Number 9. Real Boxing 2. Real Boxing 2 is a free-to-play boxing game for mobile devices. The game has very high-quality graphics that utilize Unreal Engine 4, and it promises to provide a realistic boxing experience that would satisfy fans of the sport. The controls are very straightforward, as you cannot move your character in any direction. Attacking is done by swiping on the screen. Overall, Real Boxing 2 bring good-looking graphics and animation to mobile devices, but a lot of in-app purchase makes game pay to win. Number 8. Injustice 2. Injustice 2 is a superhero brawler game with shiny graphics and the super simplified controls. Injustice 2 brings back the familiar fighting action with quick tag-in teammates. The DC universe is well represented in the game with old favorite heroes like Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman, plus villains like the Joker and Harley Quinn. Overall, Injustice 2 is completely free to download and play, but it offers microtransactions to help jumpstart your fight roster or get that one character you really want. Number 7. Hero vs. Hero vs. is a mobile fighting game developed by members of the fighting game community that finally wants to bring a highly strategic and competitive but also highly playable fighting game to mobile devices. The controls consist of a virtual joystick that gives you free reign of movement, and jumping forwards or away from your opponent, as well as holding backwards to block like Street Fighter. If you looking old school fighting game for mobile, I highly recommend this to you. Number 6. Flash Party. Flash Party is a free-to-play fighting game which brings the Super Smash Bros. Experience to mobile devices. In Flash Party, you can choose between 14 heroes with unique abilities and styles. You will find heroes suitable for all play styles, some fragile but extremely fast, others slower but with heavy attacks, and others using ranged attacks, weapons, or magic. Flash Party does the good job of transferring the natural feel of console combat to the smartphone screen. If you're looking for a game like Super Smash Bros., you should try Flash Party. Number 5. Invictus Lost Soul. Invictus Lost Soul is a gorgeous-looking card-based fighting game. The true star of Invictus is its amazing visuals, with your player character and your opponents looking like they came straight out of a console-quality game. The uniqueness of Invictus is it has a card-based combat system. Basically, you attack by playing a specific card. Based on how many attack points you have at the time outside of battle, you are able to create a deck of attacks and defensive moves based on cards that you have collected throughout your adventure. Overall, Invictus is a great fantasy fighting game. I highly recommend it. Number 4. Brawlhalla. Brawlhalla is a 2D action brawler that can be pretty well summed up as cartoony cross-platform Super Smash Bros. Like Super Smash Bros., as players take damage, they receive progressively more and more knockback until they're eventually sent flying off the map in a deeply satisfying one-hit KO. Brawlhalla is a prime example of easy-to-understand, difficult-to-master gamma play. Overall, Brawlhalla provides the trademark addictive gamma play and comes with the sort of energized and active community that most mobile games can only dream of. Number 3. Metal Revolution. Metal Revolution is a pretty good-looking minimalist and robot-themed arcade fighting game. It essentially looks like a reskin version of the Street Fighter games, but with robots, better graphics, and a couple of different gameplay features. The controls are decent and clean. The game also has controller support, which is a pretty cool feature as well, especially in a game like this. And with 2 controllers, players can play in split screen mode too. Overall, Metal Revolution is a great fighting game that truly has that satisfaction you get from a good fighting game. Number 2. Shadow Fight Arena. Shadow Fight Arena is a free-to-play 3D fighting game for Android and iOS devices. The controller decent and animations are smooth. Shadow Fight Arena does provide badass combos and classic animations that make it similar to console graphics. Shadow Fight is a relatively simple game. It doesn't use long combos or too many high damage special moves. Instead you have a simple Mavic and success revolves around timing and patience. Shadow Fight Arena is another case of a perfectly good game that would be better if it wasn't free to play and loaded microtransactions, but if you looking good fighting game for your mobile device, I highly recommend it. Number 1, Skullgirls Fighting RPG. Skullgirls is an incredibly well-made 2D fighting game and a spin-off of the popular PC and console game by the same name. Through the level-based story mode, we start fighting using our 2 first fighters while gradually unlocking more fighters and special skills. Over time we unlock additional game modes, including a competitive real-time PvP mode where both players start with the same fighters' skills and levels to make the matches completely fair. Combat is fast-paced and relies on taps and swipe controls to trigger various attack skills unique to each fighter. The only limiting factor is that each individual fighter has an energy bar that takes 1 hour to replenish once depleted. However, since we have plenty of fighters, there is always another one to switch to. I highly recommend this game. And there you have it, guys, top 10 best fighting games for Android and iOS devices. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what to do. Smash that like button to support to the channel, and if you're new here, why not subscribe to the channel? We put out new videos every single week, and you don't want to miss out. I will see you the next time.